Should be live. Just waiting for the picture to show up on my screen. We are live. All right, guys. Welcome to today's podcast. Red Pill Rants Podcast, episode number 4. Apologies in advance for the voice. I'm kind of getting a cold right now, but I'm going to thug it out. So, today, guys, we have the funniest shit ever. Like, I'm telling you, I went crazy over this. I saw this on Twitter literally like 20 minutes ago. I was breaking my fast and I saw this. I was just scrolling Twitter to see what bullshit we come up with today. And then I saw the funniest. It's just like, you guys got to see it for yourself. I can't put it into words. I'm going to read the tweets and then we'll jump right into it because this... Yo, you can't make this up. You seriously can't make this up. This is gold, literally. And we'll get into it, like my thoughts and all that, and we'll break it down and get into the philosophical side of things here. But so basically, there's this whole thread on Twitter about men control women and men basically overpower women in every aspect, which they do. And then these are, I think they're like religious people. So this feminist comes up with this response to this dude in the thread. I'm just gonna read her thread, and you guys can, we'll go from there. So basically, she starts off with, "We are not in a weak position," or maybe let me read the guy's response first, so you guys can have like a basis, and then we'll read the the feminist here, our main subject of the video. "Men are the enforcement arm of all the rights women enjoy. If they collectively decide to take them away, you would have none. The thing you have to then ask is, why were women made in such a weak position?" And this is the feminist. This is where she comes in. She says, "We are not in a weak position. We control the gateway to life. Who lives, who dies, which souls come into fruition is ultimately decided by women. You're only here because your mother didn't drown you as an infant. If men kept acting like you, we will just birth less of them." Then the guy responds with, "How will you tell which one?" And then she literally gives a 1 million IQ response. Look at the screen. Look at the screen right now. Give her a Nobel Peace Prize, man. She won. She won. She won. Yo. Look, she said, a lot of us have banded together and decided to never birth a male. It's either a daughter or an abortion. We are not taking chances." And the dude responds with, "Lol, women, your short-sightedness. You really think society is going to last with people like you making important decisions?" She then goes on to say, "That's right. That's the point. We don't want your male-centered society to continue. We hold the power to stop creating future males. I've already aborted 2. And then they go on and get into like little specifics, which we can jump into, but I want to really emphasize what's on the screen right now, because this is perfect. This is content. We can literally dissect this and play with this so much. We can have like philosophical thoughts and all this shit. Let's just jump right into it. Okay. So she says, a lot of us have banded together and decided to never birth a male. Sorry. I'm dyslexic. Anyway, it's either a daughter or an abortion. We are not taking chances. Okay. So let's break that down, right? This woman is broken. Let's make an assumption. She said she's had 2 abortions already. Normally, and she sounds, based off her tweets and all that, and the following tweets. Maybe I should read it just to give you guys just a little bit of context. If you guys don't have Twitter, let me finish this and then I'll let me read this tweet, and then we'll continue from there. So she says. Sorry, guys. This is all impromptu, literally. Okay. She says, That's the point. We don't want your male society to continue. And then he says, tell me how that's working out for you so far. She says, great. Society is morphing. Male suicide rates and male incarceration rates, male addiction rates, porn, video games, drugs, shorter male life expectancy, the male loneliness epidemic, and the lowest testosterone rates in recorded history. Men are losing their power by the second. Compared to women, highest labor participation in history, home ownership rates increasing, higher voter turnout than men, and she just goes on to name all these like stats, these liberal stats, right? So she's happy that men in this scenario, the stats point towards they're losing this battle of society control. So we can assume from that, right? We use context clues. She's probably like some blue-haired liberal female, college degree, probably in her 30s, hit the wall already, which is why she's trying to have kids before she goes into menopause, whatever. So let's make this archetype. Let's close our eyes here for a second and make ourselves see this blue-haired. We'll make her 5'9". She won't have any ass or tits. She'll just have like a like one of those patterned shirts with jeans and glasses, one of those almost looking like a Transformer individual. I mean, it is what it is. This is the only thing I can picture in my head right now. And she says a lot of us have banded together, so she's probably in a group. She's probably in some kind of liberal think tank and community that says, yeah, let's all, you know what she probably is? She's probably that YouTube race, right? YouTube, what are the initials of YouTube? Y and then ST, right? So she's probably part of that demographic, and she probably is in these communities with other similar archetypal females, and they're saying, yeah, let's abort all men. If we have a male, let's abort him because he won't contribute anything to society. Imagine this idea spreads so far that it consumes the Western world and even spills out into third world societies. And people or women start controlling whether a male is born or a female is born. Obviously, you'll start having politics jump into it, but let's say for a second, politics isn't a thing in this dream world, and they are successful. Women stop creating males as a collective, and there's only a few males that squeeze through in the third world countries. How will that play out? Right? My initial thought is yes. When I first read this, I said yes. Finally, they literally solved. They literally have a solution to their problem, but they end up giving the existing men so much leverage. Literally, we win. If they do this, we win. All right, let's stay in the dream world, people. Let's focus. This is fucking insane. If you just play a movie in your head, imagine this concept actually coming to fruition. Let's keep going. All right. So then these females start aborting men, and only the leftover men in the world are the men, in control. You would start seeing an abundance of females coming in the next generation. I believe that will skyrocket crime and just destruction, because you're gonna start having older males and blue pill males too. We'll give them the blue pill men, and they'll support this because no red pill society would allow this, right? But we'll say it's 90% blue pill. Let's go 95% blue pill and 5% red pill men. Remember how back in the day, I remember seeing this interview. I think it was from PragerU. I was watching one of Rollo's Nuts and Bolts videos, and he pulled up a clip from this old dude from PragerU, and he was talking about back in the day when hormonal birth control was first invented. Every guy from that generation thought, yes, females are going to start acting like whores, And we're living in the time where they're going to be sexually liberated and everyone's going to have their fair share. That's what they thought, right? So now, with that initial yes that you have reading this, imagine all those blue pills guys that are supporting this, because they're thinking the same thing we are, us red pillars. They're like, yes, more females, more resources, like innately. This is the blue pill, and this is basically all men's first thought without the red pill in there. Like your first initial thoughts, boom, less competition, more females, younger. I'm going to be more established as a male. Too many, just in abundance. It's literally infinite abundance, right? So that's what the blue pill guys are thinking, and any red pill guy would automatically think that. You are literally a liar if you don't think, yes, this is literally, us as a male species thinking this, right? No. So what's gonna happen is, all right, let's keep playing with this dream world. I know I'm bouncing all over the place, but this is just impromptu. This is fun. So imagine they spread it, and they start birthing only females. Those females will start growing into toddlers, children, teenagers, and then 20-year-old college females. Give them 20 years. Within that 20-year time span, so many males would have either had to take so much burden, because you're gonna have to keep the infrastructure up. Well, actually, let's give them a point. Let's say in this time, some man makes a robot, and the infrastructure is all maintained by itself. So there's no need for men, right? So all the hard labor and all that stuff is just outsourced to robots or third world country males that pay less, right? Charge less for their work, whatever. Now you're basically inviting all these poor countries, all the third world countries, without this idea of no females. You're inviting all these countries that stuck to the male, to the normalcy of birthing. They would literally cripple any country. They will say, look, they're gonna show the now 20-year-old females this positive masculinity and this frame, and those females will never have thought, and this is in the Western society, in this dream world, those females would have never seen any kind of man with a spine until these guys start coming. So then, boom, that's the extinction of Western society, and the child boom, right, of these third world countries taking over, or the leftover males taking over. If the man is smart and not blue pilled, he works his ass off. He says, this is happening. I'm fucking 23, 24 right now, and this is happening. Okay, I'm going to accept the burden of performance. I'm going to take the red pill, work my ass off these next 20 years. Now I'm 40, mid-40s, and these chicks are just entering their prime. Yo, it's over. It's game over. The abundance of females that any man would have access to, that took the right steps, accepted the burden of performance, and didn't just give up. Because then you're going to have those men in society where they say, you know what, there's so much females, I don't have to do anything. I'm just going to chill. I'll get one eventually, because they all like men. How are you not going to like me? There's 5-to-1 ratio. There must be the one out there, one-itis, the soulmate myth. Right? You're going to see those men get wiped off the face of the earth. Why? Because they're going to lose so much time instead of building their red pill hierarchy. And their female nature is just going to take over. It's going to say, okay, I've been around my mother my whole life and not had a positive masculine role. And the only positive masculine roles I've had are either these men from these third world countries coming over, or the already established alpha males that are red pill, and see what's going on and do something about it. It's just female biology. It's not like these whatever this thing is that tweeted this. it's not like these things are going to be able to truly indoctrinate the next generation, because bro, biology always wins. You cannot defeat biology. I heard Tate say this metaphor one time. He said, since the beginning of time, humans have tried to show younger humans or unguided humans to not steal. 2,000 years later, 2023, and we're still stealing. You just can't implant an idea in us that's just gonna go against our biology. Because in nature, I'm not defending stealing or whatever, but if you know you're gonna, let's say, starve, whatever, right? And you're gonna have to take a risk. You're gonna say, you know what? Either I starve to death, or I go and steal this apple off that farmer's market thing and make a run for it and survive a little longer. Maybe that little starving child isn't a bad guy. Maybe he just wants to survive, whatever, right? But it's in our biology. Survival, risk taking, hunger, hangry. You're angry, so you'll do anything to stay alive. So, going back to it, this next generation of these females will say, okay, look, there's something missing in my life. They're going to have antidepressants. I would say a good majority of them are actually probably going to end up following the same path as this thing, whatever is guiding them. And they're going to say, you know what, I'll take it. But when they reach that age where they realize, yo, this isn't the way. I don't want to work. I don't want to do whatever this thing is trying to implant in my ideology. I'm going to follow my innate biology programming and choose that alpha guy over there. He has like 50 women. He has space for one more. Fuck it. I'm going to go with him. I'm going to quit everything. I'm going to go with him because I crave it so bad. That's their female thinking. That next generation of only females, right? They've never had a boy, teenager. The other thing is, you know how females from like a young age, they have this judo, this social judo, where because they, since like pre-teens, they start getting approached by the opposite gender, and they understand, yo, this opposite gender, whether it be my age, older, or whatever, and they're talking to me, I know what they want, right? They want to breed, but they're stronger than me, taller than me, faster than me, smarter than me, and more prone to anger. So what I'll do is I'll let them down easy. I'll curve them. I'll do this word judo so they can fuck off. So we have that social calibration coming in, right? Females. An entire generation of females that miss out on that, they will be so vulnerable to brainwash of a man, especially a red pill man, one of these alpha archetypes that are in this post-apocalyptic world, that he just says, you, here, now. She's like, what the fuck? Like, well, I don't know how to, I'm 20 years old. I don't know how to like word judo myself out of this because I've never had any experience. So I'm afraid to death and I'm going to go with him. And then he just plays games with her, runs circles around her socially. And she'll just be, that's it. You see that vulnerability, the entire aspect of that male-female dynamics, how it just makes those girls, that future generation, even more vulnerable to the 1% of men, because this will literally, you think right now in 2023 you have that 0.01% of men having the females. It will literally be in this world, it would be 0.0000001 of men that will have the females. And occasionally your third world guy that is, well, actually, no, yeah, you have your third world guy that will slip through the cracks, so he's naturally an alpha or whatever, and those unsocially calibrated generation of females will lack any kind of guidance, positive masculine guidance to protect them from their own biology, and they will make wrong mating decisions, and then they'll be rebellious. I'm not going to listen to my mom. I don't want to have an abortion. I want to have a boy because I've been around only women for so long. I'm sick and tired of all these females, right? That's gonna be that 20-year-old female logic. And then she's like, I'm gonna have boys. And you know what, mom? I'm only gonna have only boys. So I'm gonna start aborting females because I'm sick of them, whatever. And then we go down this entire dark path where that will literally be the end of humanity. Well, unless science advances and we just get uteruses and DNA samples and stuff. Who knows? That's sad. That's sad. Let's just not even go down that path. So it will, yeah, because then men will want genuine burning desire, not from a robot. Check out that Blade Runner 2049 review I did. You kind of see that going on, and you can tell that man has no soul, no guidance, no frame. That's a robot. Yeah, I'm going off topic, but anyway, it will literally destroy whatever blue pill population is left in that post-apocalyptic world, and those 5% of red pill men will dominate the gene pool for the next thousands of years, unless the beta men either adapt or the blue pill men, or they come up with a solution to actually mate and allow their bloodline to continue. And who knows, they might just fall into the trap of this pineapple girl and keep that ideology alive. So let's talk about this. This will help our mating strategy for men. This will just literally boost us because we'll have so much variety. This lady can't see past the face value of what she's doing. That's like getting rid of mosquitoes in nature, because then you're not killing off those weak animals, the ones that can't handle malaria or whatever. So you're kind of playing the creator role, which you shouldn't. And if anything, history has shown us that doing that will cause catastrophe to whatever ecosystem you're trying to play creator in. So yeah, at face value, every man that sees this is directed to that lady pineapple girl. Bro, you're literally making our insides happy as fuck. Every man that sees this, even if they're blue pill, they say yes. Yes. We win. We win. Because that's game over. What are you gonna do to us, the remaining men? Nothing. Nothing. You can only do stuff to your future offspring, which your spineless, frameless mate or partner, whatever you want to call them, will allow you to do and end their bloodline. This actually, I had a thought experiment a long time ago. Let me bring this up because I think this actually is applicable to this circumstance and scenario. So there is this post on Twitter, and this kid. Let me just read you the tweet. It's about this kid, right? What am I doing? Read the tweet. Child abuse is now normalized as blank affirming healthcare. Fill in the blank. Starts with a G. And there's only 2 of these, right? And it was this parent posting a picture. It says, "Yesterday was a big day for my beautiful daughter, MTF." I'm assuming that means male turn female. She got her hormone blocker. We are all super stoked, and it shows this kid, literally like a 8-year-old, with long pink hair with a pink shirt, and you can tell this poor child has like masculine features, and it's wearing like those colorful flags mask. So I did a thought experiment. Actually, I pondered about this for a second, and let me read you the points of this, right? This is actually a Rollo idea. Well, everything I speak about is Rollo idea. It's all Rational Male open source, okay? So he brings up a point, Rollo brings up a point of females hating betas so much they will literally lie to the men that they get impregnated by and say, "Oh yeah, it's your kid," and then they trap them and alpha fucks, beta bucks, right? They have the alpha seed while the beta thinks it's his kid, and he provides some provisions for that seed that's not his. So this tweet brings up a point: hormone blocker, right? So let's say some kids do slip through the cracks in this dream world and they start doing this. Basically, abortion is basically a female retroactively taking back consent slash a bad mating choice. This is just quoting Rollo's words. I really hope I'm not taking him out of context. If you're hearing this is just paraphrasing. So I'm not trying to throw him under the bus or anything. This is just simply what I've taken like notes from. So then it says, I have this point, this idea. Could it be the great filter, hypergamy slash feminine imperative slash sisterhood uber alles slash the matrix slash feminism, or whatever category abortion falls under? Is it evolving and expanding right in front of us into an even bigger filter of retroactivity and undoing past bad mating choices, whether it be sex, pregnancy, and now 5 to 10-year-old offspring with beta bucks? I'm noticing a big pattern on female retroactively trying to undo things, as well as they are pushing it. In this instance, to finally get to the point, females are retroactively aborting their mating decisions by chemically castrating their offsprings slash clones slash bloodline with betas, parentheses, because true alphas wouldn't let that happen to their offspring, and women alpha widowed or in line with an alpha would never consider this to be done to their alpha fucks baby. Another parentheses, genetic lottery. So first point is, number one, the betas allow this because of scarcity mentality and no frame, plus no frame, i.e. monogamous constant flow of sex over my genes successfully passing on to the next generations. So you see that in this thought point, the blue pill men will allow their offspring to get chemically castrated, thus ending their bloodline because they have no frame and their only source of monogamous sex is their wife, who does have the frame. And two, the women regret their decision and retroactively do something, even if it's to the detriment of their family, their own mental sake slash them, or other people's futures. So detriment of their family slash other people's future, right? So it's like they don't care about the consequences of their actions. Like in this tweet right here, they don't understand the big picture. They're so solipsistic, so innately solipsistic, and have their heads so far up their ass because of their feelings. My feelings! Men control us for so long. We're not weak. Right? They want to prove a point, and they want to not feel so oppressed. Was it Freud that says dick, like when they're dick envy? Some shit like that, right? And then third point is, women would rather end their own bloodline and have no clones of theirs or their genes roam the earth if it's shared with a beta gene. They hate betas that much, right? So those are my 3 points as to basically kind of what's going on in modern times and where this tweet connects the dots. They are actively trying to prevent, I guess, a beta male gene to continue. Because think about it, if a female is genuinely happy with alpha, genuine burning desire for a male that she loves, admires, and respects, you think this idea would ever cross her mind? No. She wouldn't even think twice. She would say this guy, 6'5", perfect jawline, woos me with words, treats me like a lady and shit or whatever. Their little fantasy is their pragmatic fantasy, because remember, females are the pragmatic sex, men are the idealistic lover sex. So no, they wouldn't think like this if they were genuinely happy. or they had a sense of reality. Unfortunately, this chick's out of touch with reality. Yeah, that's kind of a little touch into my philosophy there about this would just be a terrible idea. And obviously, everyone knows this is a terrible idea. Yo, that's crazy. Yeah, the downsides. Like, hold on. Let me read my notes. I did some quick notes here. This would fall for this. Yeah, I already mentioned that PragerU thing where the idiots fell for it and they were like, yeah, let's free feminine sexuality, whatever. And if you're red pill, you would be prepared for this. They will destroy those blue pill guys, literally wipe them off the face of the earth. Unfortunately, it's very dark, right? No gender should be like treated like this, right? Men, we're men, right? We're cool, we're chilling. And females, there's a lot of misconception too with the red pill that it hates females and shit like that. But no, it's evolution. It's for the betterment of our species that we have to adapt to the current norms of the world. So we are adapting. Some guys take it a little too serious. Some guys like me are just nerds and love talking about it, bouncing ideas off and trying to learn more about the human psyche, right? Praxeology, men and women, because it's so interesting and it's so cool. Yeah, at first glance, it's a funny tweet, but it's not progress. It's not progress in the right direction. It's just putting a boot on our foot, which we can't move any forward as a species until everyone kind of accepts their role and realizes, yo, it's not one or the other's fault, and we shouldn't be creating mass genocide of each gender. And for you blue pill men that say, yes, do this shit, which it's everyone's first thought, but you're shooting yourself in the foot because, again, women biology will always win. So if you're a child with dynamite, or you don't accept the burner performance and think they're just gonna fall on your lap, you're wrong. It will never happen. Just like back in the 50s when the guys allowed hormonal birth control to take over and cause this, what's going on right now. And you guys will be extinct. You're gonna have to make robot uteruses and shit to carry on your bloodline. You'll be a hybrid, a Blade Runner, right? So, damn, I got a snotty nose. Tell you I'm sick. So, yeah, that's basically the end of it. This thought experiment was cool. I'm probably gonna re-listen to this and be like, shit, I should have said that, or whatever. But it was all impromptu. It was all from the hip. I'll probably follow up on my Twitter with any more follow-up ideas or bad points to point out here if this actually ever happens. I hope this individual is kind of lets go of their emotional side of things, and that's sad, man. Two potential male were aborted just because of her ideology, whatever. Which it sucks, man. Us as a species, we need competition. We need more of everything. We need the species to advance. This is all for the betterment of the species. Again, this red pill is not to support this type of thinking. No, it's you're denying the burner performance. You're denying a challenge. You're denying everything that we stand for as a species, right? You're ending us for your greed, I guess you can call it. All right, that's been enough. 35 minutes is long enough. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts about this tweet, and if you go pull up the thread, let me know about what you guys think about it and whatnot. Feel free to join the Discord. I'm pretty sure after this, I'm probably gonna have some blue pill people trying to chase me and try to fucking, I don't know, talk shit. But look, man, I took this up to try to give my input, so I'll be more than happy to have a decent conversation with anyone about this stuff. Level-headed, rational thinking. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me. Peace out.